Hello all, welcome to Just Quant. In this video, we'll have a look at the Chinese remainder theorem and then use this theorem to solve a problem. So let's first try to understand this theorem. If we have some simultaneous congruences like x is congruent to a1 mod n1 and x is congruent to a2 mod n2 and so on, where n1, n2, so on to nk are positive integers and are pairwise coprime, and a1, a2, so on to ak are any integers, then using the Chinese remainder theorem, we can find the value of x that satisfies these congruences. As per the Chinese remainder theorem, the value of x is congruent to the sum of a1 m1 y1 and a2 m2 y2 and so on until ak mk yk mod m, where m is the product of n1 n2 n3 and so on till nk, and mi is obtained by dividing m by ni, that is m1 is obtained by dividing m by n1, m2 is obtained by dividing m by n2 and so on, and yi is obtained using the congruence mi yi is congruent to 1 mod ni. For example, y2 is obtained by using the congruence m2 y2 is congruent to 1 mod n2. So in this expression, the sum of a1 m1 y1 and a2 m2 y2 and so on until ak mk yk gives one of the values of x, and this value mod m gives all the possible values of x that satisfies these congruences. Let's now solve a problem using the Chinese remainder theorem. A bag has certain number of pens. If you take out 3 pens at a time, 2 pens are left. If you take out 4 pens at a time, 1 pen is left. And if you take out 5 pens at a time, 3 pens are left in the bag. What is the smallest number of pens in the bag? If x is the number of pens in the bag, then we can express this problem in the form of congruences as x is congruent to 2 mod 3. That is, when 3 pens are taken at a time, then 2 pens are left in the bag, and when 4 pens are taken at a time, then 1 pen is left in the bag, and when 5 pens are taken at a time, 3 pens are left in the bag. Now, in order to apply the Chinese remainder theorem, we must check the coprime condition. Here, both 3 and 4 are coprimes, 4 and 5 are coprimes, and 3 and 5 are coprimes. Hence, the given numbers are pairwise coprime. So we can apply the Chinese remainder theorem. Now, according to the Chinese remainder theorem, we must first calculate the sum of a1 m1 y1, a2 m2 y2, a3 m3 y3. Okay. So let's first calculate the sum of a1 m1 y1, a2 m2 y2 and a3 m3 y3. Here a1 is 2, right? And hence 2 times m1 is obtained by dividing the product of 3, 4 and 5 by 3. Or in other words, we get m1 by multiplying 4 and 5. So we have m1 equal to 20. We'll calculate y1 later. We'll leave this field blank for the time being. Now a2 is 1 and m2 is obtained by multiplying 3 and 5, which is 15. And we'll leave y2 field empty for now. a3 is 3 and m3 is obtained by multiplying 3 and 4, which is 12. We'll leave the y3 field empty. Now that we have a1 m1, a2 m2 and a3 m3 values, let's calculate y1, y2 and y3 values. Now we have yi is obtained by using the congruence mi yi is congruent to 1 mod ni. Hence, y1 is obtained by using the congruence m1 y1 is congruent to 1 mod 3. That is 20 times y1 is congruent to 1 mod 3. Okay, so in this congruence we see that 20 when divided by 3 leaves a remainder 2. Hence simplifying we can write 2 times y1 is congruent to 1 mod 3. Now in order to get the value of y1 we need to convert its coefficient to 1. Here we know that 4 when divided by 3 gives us a remainder 1. Hence multiplying both the LHS and RHS by 2 we get 4y1 is congruent to 2 mod 3. Now 4 gives us a remainder 1 with 3, hence we have y1 is congruent to 2 mod 3. Hence, substituting the value of y1 equal to 2 in our expression, let's calculate the value of y2. y2 is obtained by using the congruence m2y2 is congruent to 1 mod 4. That is, 15y2 is congruent to 1 mod 4. Now 15 gives us a remainder 3 when divided by 4. Hence we have 3y2 is congruent to 1 mod 4. Now the multiple of 3 that gives us a remainder 1 with 4 is 3. Hence multiplying both LHS and RHS by 3, 9y2 is congruent to 3 mod 4. Now 9 gives us a remainder 1 when divided by 4, y2 is congruent to 3 mod 4. Hence we have y2 is equal to 3. Let's now calculate y3, which is obtained by calculating the congruence 12 times y3 is congruent to 1 mod 5. Now 12 when divided by 5 gives us a remainder 2, hence we have 2 times y3 is congruent to 1 mod 5. Now 6 gives us a remainder 1 when divided by 5, and since 2 times 3 is 6, multiplying both LHS and RHS by 3, 6 times y3 is congruent to 3 mod 5. That is, y3 is congruent to 3 mod 5. Hence we have y3 is 3. 80 plus 45 plus 108, which is equal to 233. Now 233 gives us only one value of x. The values that x takes is obtained by using mod m. Hence we have 233 mod m, where m is obtained by multiplying 3, 4 and 5, which is 60. Now 233 mod 60 is nothing but 53 mod 60, since 233 gives us a remainder 53 with 60. Hence the value of x is obtained by using the equation x is equal to 60k plus 53, where k is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on. Now the smallest number of pens in the bag occurs when k is equal to 0, that is x equal to 53. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching.